Namaste and welcome back to Waking Up with Mindful Serenity Yoga. And I am just reaching you here today from my new space, my new digs, which are totally different than the spaciousness and the square footage I've had prior to moving here in December. Um, I left not a large home, but a fairly large home with a lot of square footage, and have moved into a tiny space of maybe, I don't know, 15% of the size that I lived in prior to moving here. I also had to purge about 80% of my so called stuff in order to make room to come here, which was quite a challenge I truly look forward to because I have been meaning to minimalize for most of my adult life, but never found the opportunity to do so. So now that I have done the challenge of minimalization, and it was a challenge, I feel a fair amount of success in my ability to adjust to this environment, which right now is still very cluttered. I'm still purging, still trying to make space, still trying to organize, and that takes some time. But it made me realize how meaningless this stuff was and how I clung to things that I never had to cling to in hope that I would relive certain memories and certain positive experiences. And we also hang on to our negative thing, the so called negative experiences we've had in the past, those that have caused pain or trauma or whatever. We tend to hang on to those as well because we don't want to deal with them. We stuff them down, repress, suppress, and we therefore cling to them. And by clinging, we, in the subconscious level, we are not dealing with on the conscious level. Therefore, we're not letting go of. And when we do not let go, we have a massive amount of things stuffed and stored within us that get in the way of us truly experiencing life as it is. And so that whole move for me has kind of symbolized this samskara release that I am attempting to do as a yogi. This process of purification and this process of healing that we all need to do at some point in our lives if we truly want to experience the beauty and reality of what is. And what is quite beautiful and challenging for sure, but beautiful. And we are here to experience it all, every last ounce of it. But so many of us are so wrapped up in focusing on the samskaras or focusing on the things that trigger us out there that we deem as problems and challenges and life hardships, seeing ourselves as these separate little entities, who have problems in their life, that we do not recognize the what isness of this life and the fact that there is no real little me. This human I call me is just something I've created in my mind and something I stuffed and stored based on all the samskaras I have within me, all the stuffed and stored junk I cling to, whether it be so-called positive or so-called negative. So when we don't realize that, we have a tendency to resist what is. And I'm so sick of resisting because I think resistance is the source of all suffering. This desire and preference that the Buddha talked about in the Second Noble Truth is all resistance, right? Desire is a form of resistance. Repulsion is a form of resistance. And our ability to just allow life to be life, allow it to flow through us in the form of acceptance, true acceptance of what is and true acceptance of who we are in our humanity, wherever we're at in our humanity, no matter how evolved we are, accepting and loving that as it processes through this life and it learns and it grows. That, man, is the answer to everything. So this move symbolized all that for me. I'm not saying I am healing or anything right now. I'm simply am where I'm at. I'm simply observing life from where I'm at right now in a different area, in a different environment. external environment, but who I am at the deepest level has not changed, and it is that is the constant, and it is that I wish to seek through my purification process. Wow, it's a lot. I just wanted to share that with you to let you know that I'm still around. I'm still adjusting, so I have not been doing a lot of videos. Not that anybody wants my videos, and I'm not saying that. I do it because I feel compelled to do it. It is part of the, really important things I feel we need to do in life is to share this understanding and this this truth that we're all coming to eventually at one point or another, that the world is coming to. And so I haven't been around doing that, and I've been blogging a bit, but maybe not as much as I would like to. But I just want you to know that I'm still here, just in a different spot, adjusting to different changes, challenged for sure, but loving the challenge and willing to accept it all. Anyway, you take care. We'll reach you again soon, I hope, and have an amazing day. Namaste.